They don't want me regulated.
Scott, is that as complete as complete a game as you guys have maybe put together 60 minutes in quite some time?
I wouldn't say quite some time, but I would say that it's probably been one of our better efforts in the last couple of days here, last few games. That we knew that they were coming in after playing last night. Went after them in the first period, and kind of continued that throughout the 3 periods. Like a lot of our compete, sort of a lot of our details, a lot of good things that happened tonight.
You said the other night Nikolai looked like a rusty player, and he was very critical of his own play, as he often is. Did you see both his play and then that line's play really seemed to take another step tonight?
Yeah, I mean, when you see his speed like that, when he puts it on display, it's nerve-wracking for the opposition, and especially the defenders that have to play that side of the ice. And he pushes people back, and that it just creates offensive zone time for that group. And I thought those 3 were, they did a really good job. Spent a lot of time down that end of the rink, and they got rewarded for it.
I think you've talked about that line as a strength, even forechecking despite their size before. It turns into a goal for them in that case today. What did you see in that particular play with Petty's goal?
Yeah, that was one of the things we had harped on kind of prior to the game about our pressure. If you're going to go after a team that's tired, the pressure is the big part of it. It's taking away their time and space and getting after them. And that's exactly what the Fets got on them. Their pressure, they got down quickly, didn't allow Minnie to kind of make the next play, and created the turnover and is in the back of the net. So that's kind of part of those guys that when they do it, when they're moving like that, they can be very effective. The other side of things for me, I thought 4 lines were going tonight. I know I mentioned that to you guys. That'd probably be the thing for me. It's probably the first time in a while that we've had all 4 lines going one right after the other, and that was that continued momentum, sort of shift to shift.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, the Sheffield line, I don't think there's a whole lot of points there tonight, but they kick off the game and they hand off a shift, right? Like that's a lot of statement from them.
Yeah, it is. And obviously you wanted everybody's first shifts of the game. Like I mentioned the other night in Anaheim there, our first shift for everybody, we ended up hemmed in our end, and tonight it was the opposite. We went out one right after the other. We took the penalty, obviously, that happens, but at the end of the day we killed that, and then just like the way our momentum kept building. Got the power play goal, and then we kept going, and that's kind of what we have to continue to do.
And tonight would be probably a night you want to give some roses to the penalty kill. Perfect night from them in a key moments.
Yeah, no, I mean, you don't really want to get into one of those that quick into the game, but we did it right from first 2 minutes there. Obviously, did a great job, and it was that was a tough part. Lost a little bit of the flow of the game because of the 9 different penalties, and but I thought our penalty kill did a great job. I think that they're an extremely dangerous group. We've had trouble with them in the past, and 97, 36 special players out there. They do a lot of good things. I thought we did a really good job of containing them.
Do you have an update for Adam Lowry?
Yeah, he was just banged up a little bit there. Got banged up on one of the shifts. He should be fine.
Could I also ask the third pair with Hanel and Miller? I'm sure there's lots of good. There's a couple of shifts I think where they're in their zone in the second. But there would be something
Yeah, I think that, like you mentioned, there's things that they're continuing to grow together. That's Billy being back on the left side. He'd been playing the right with Stan. So, just familiarity playing with Millsy. I think, just like you said, there's some good things that we'll look at and that they can build on. There's some other areas that they just got to continue to, improve. And, we don't stress them out too much in the sense of, getting them thinking all about the bad things. We want to continue to build on the positives. And, I think that just the growth there. I think Millsy helps, Villy in those situations. So there's lots of good going on. They got lots of minutes, which help too.
And sorry, just a quick one on David going in for Rasmus. He's obviously was sick yesterday, but and cleared out of protocol.
Yeah, no, he was fine. Yeah, he was okay. He got out of the protocol and really kind of wasn't sure about about doing it in Anaheim. We were really looking at that one, but we waited one more day for him and thought that line was real good. And obviously scored a big goal. And I thought Gus, he's the type of guy that he kind of gets in, and especially what happened in the Boston game, I was really proud to see him go out and play as hard as he did.
That's what I was going to say. Like, did you almost feel like you didn't want to let him linger too long once he was cleared to go because of how that last game for him ended?
Exactly. We had to get him back in there and just let him get back up and running again. All right, thanks. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, everybody. All the best.